our part, what we are going to do is to ensure that this fuel is moved to those destinations within the shortest time possible. I know some of the areas are far-flung. Communication is not easy. But then we are going to work with the security agencies to ensure that necessary arrangements are provided in as far as security and so on. But on top of that, I want to assure you, Chairman, that through the structures we have on the ground, our chiefs and assistant chiefs will come in handy, because they are the ones on the ground and they will be able to work with the project committees, the borehole project committees on the ground, and ensure that this diesel is utilized to the last liter. Because in the past we have had instances where support from government or national and county government is given out. But then because of dishonesty and other integrity issues, this support at times does not make very serious impact. So, but then this time around, we want to work with those committees, and we want a report back, a report at least to tell us how this diesel has been utilized. And therefore, the communities will be supported because the cost of now getting water will come down. It will be subsidized. So if a jerrycan of 20 liters, for example, is costing 10 shillings, I think with this subsidy, I think it's possible to provide this free. And therefore the impact will be very huge. Lakini changamoto ni kwamba saa zingine kuna breakdown ya hii magari. Lakini hata hivyo, ukiwa na breakdown, tumepata support kutoka kwa Northern Waterworks Agency pamoja na county governments kurepair hizo magari ili iende kufanya kazi. Na kwa hivyo ni sekta ambayo iko na changamoto, lakini hata hivyo hii usaidizi ambayo imekuja itasaidia. Sekta nyingine ya pili ni ya mifuko, kilimo na mifuko. Na unajua vizuri kwamba serikali kuu ilitoa mifuko 12,000 chakula ile high concentrates ya livestock, na hiyo tayari tumesambaza. Tuko na majina na tuko na evidence kwamba imefika huko. Na ili chakula ifike kwa ground, tumeform committees katika kila kijiji. Na kwa hivyo kama kuna report yote ya any mismanagement ama chakula kutofika huko, tutauliza hiyo maswali. Kwa sababu katika the lowest level tuko na kamati. Hata relief ambayo tumepeana hivi karibuni inafika mpaka huko, na hiyo kamati inasimamia kukawa hiyo chakula. Na kwa hivyo yetu ni kuhakikisha kwamba usaidizi yote ambayo imetoka national government, tumefanya kazi vizuri na NDMA pamoja na Red Cross pamoja na mashirika wengine wote. Hata media, nyinyi vile mnafanya kazi muhimu sana kwa sababu mnatusaidia kusambaza habari.
In our last board meeting, which was held in October 2021, we wrote to the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, and we discussed with them the drought situation in our area, and the board resolved to take necessary interventions to help alleviate the worsening drought situation. The Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, through the agency, has now intervened, and we have lined up a number of interventions. However, for purpose of this function, we are flagging off lorries ferrying the fuel subsidies to be distributed to the identified boreholes in Garissa County, and represent all the other counties where similar interventions are going on, as we are flagging off this program of fuel to Garissa County Council. Similarly, all our counties, 6 counties, we are distributing the same fuel to our various boreholes. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, this drought is unprecedented. I think we did not have rain for the last 2 seasons. And as I have said, 70% of the livestock come from this area, and our livelihood depends on livestock. And we really lost much of our livestock because of these droughts. All ponds and dams and surface water supplies have dried up. We are now depending on borehole water in most our areas in northern part of Kenya. And these boreholes are working day and night. since the people have lost their livelihood, their livestock, they are unable to fuel these generating equipments. Therefore, this fuel will go to all the boreholes and most of the boreholes in these 6 counties. And we expect that when this fuel reaches their destinations in all the boreholes, water will be provided to the citizens of this area free of charge until such a time all the fuel has been used. It should be free of charge. There is no subsidy. So that wananchi now who are unable, who don't have the purchasing power to purchase fuel for their livestock and for the use now, we can have water free. You're also aware that now even our wildlife within these areas, they are also suffering. We expect wananchi also to give them water because they are part of our heritage. We have cases of where monkeys, warthogs, and giraffes are now all trekking to water points. So we ask wananchi in these areas also to be mindful of our heritage, of our life. I mean the county commissioner and his team for giving us even their lorries to help us ferry this fuel so that they can reach those areas, those destinations free of charge, and also to ensure that we partner and this fuel goes to the needed persons. And it is ensured that when it reaches there, there's accountability, and this fuel will help those Kenyans who are now seriously suffering.